Good afternoon. I would like to share with you today what some people have called the original wound. And for me, it's really about healing that subconscious part of us where that inner child is still existing. And so a lot of my work is around healing that inner child. And what came to light to me this morning as I got out of bed was that this was really coming up in both of my nanny jobs. The one that I've kind of been sharing with you, where I felt like I wasn't receiving fair pay. And this was really, when I dug deeper into that, it wasn't really about the money at all. It was about feeling that disappointment that this person that I had put my trust in, that I had thought really, valued and cared about me, her behavior was, to me, showing me otherwise, that I wasn't valuable and that I wasn't that important. And so that was really painful. And I feel like I'm finally kind of coming out of that, and seeing what was really lying underneath that was, of course, goes back to, my relationship with my mother, with my parents, and how those disappointments were there when my needs weren't being met. And on the other hand, the other mother of the boy that I care for, and I noticed yesterday how I had been really striving and trying to, keep the house really clean and get everything really tidy, and on the whatever hour, an hour and a half that I have while he's sleeping. And at the end of the day, she actually commented and said, "Oh, it looks really great in here." And I felt like, oh, she likes me, she appreciates me. And so, wow, I really realized that I had been really pushing for this approval. And so the insight that came to me today was that as my needs as a child weren't being met, the more I tried to people please and try to prove myself, or on the other hand, try to hide parts of myself in order to have that acceptance and belonging, which is so key, such a key thing for every human, is we have this longing for connection, for bonding, and for belonging. And so in some ways, I think we all experience this. And I think for empaths and highly sensitive people, it can be even more, it can be even deeper, because we naturally can sense how the other person, we see the subtle facial expressions, or very subtle things. So we think, oh, maybe they don't like me, so I have to change myself a little bit so that they're going to like me. And of course, this ends up, I ended up being not as authentic as, as I really am. Well, that doesn't make sense, but, I hid myself. I hid my authentic self in order to be accepted. And so it's really this balance, but I don't even think it's a balance. It's because we can't be authentic if we're, trying to hide parts of ourselves in order to be in a connected relationship. Then it's not going to be an authentic relationship if we're not being real. So I think it's really about showing up fully as ourselves, really having that courage to speak up, which is so difficult and so risky, right? Because every time we set a boundary, we risk losing that relationship. It can be really terrifying. So that's why we really need to, first of all, really comfort that inner child who, I see it in the boys that I take care of. They're just young, they have these innocent, pure minds, and their parents are like gods to them. Um, you know, they expect so much. They expect attention and um, every second of the day, really. And so I can see like that pure, innocent place that this comes from. And when we heal that inner child, that part of our subconscious mind that experienced this in our first, early years of our childhood, then we can become the empowered adult. And so, yeah, I hope this brought you some insights, some inspiration, and many blessings to you on your journey. Know that you are valuable, that you are powerful, and you are a gift to this planet. This is Donna Schuster here at Boldness Blooming. I'm an empowerment coach for highly sensitive people and empaths. Thanks for watching.